stand by for action.
Thanks for joining me. My name is Dave Milner. I am the Unpleasant Blind Guy. In Part 3 of E.D.L for Hope, Jeff Mitchell and Jan Rennie of the English Defense League radio program and myself discuss the United States federal elections and the hope of patriots worldwide that it will be a decisive conservative victory. Now, in the conclusion, we talk about what could well be the most significant election in the modern history of the United Kingdom, and one the results of which will reverberate throughout Europe and the rest of the globe, including the United States of America.
I really wanted to talk about what was going on in Hungary. It's just been amazing things that's happened this week, isn't it, Jan? It's been amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
yes,
I think we're going to hear a lot more of other countries around us. Slowly but surely, we're going to see a domino effect around the globe, aren't we, Jan? Do you feel this? That we're going to see
saw
a domino
Pegida
effect?
last year in the hundreds of thousands. It's not just Pegida anymore in Europe. It's the movements in Poland. I don't think they give any particular name like they do everywhere else, and I don't think Hungary gives themselves any particular name. It's actual people coming out of their houses and joining these with the placards. Yes. They do not want Islam. Now, 2 years ago, I'm saying 2 years ago because of Pegida, but last year you would never have heard of Poland moving and getting their government booted, by the way, and Hungary doing the same, and right-wing being picked up in the polls, and now the domino effect with the EU. They're going to run out of money, and everyone's going to start folding. People are going to want out. Of course, we're in the front line again, so I hope to God that we get out on the 23rd of June. I hope to God we do.
Yeah, it's gradually creeping up on us, isn't it, Jan? Slowly but surely. I would say to everybody, don't listen to these people saying we're going to have all sorts of issues if we do this, blah, blah, blah. Do what your heart tells you to do, and that is to get out of the EU. Don't listen to all these business type of people. They're saying it because they're told to say it.
We can't be controlled by Brussels
your
and Merkel
family,
anymore.
and to the future. That's what we will say, Jan and Dave, to say to the people out there. The EU is no good for us. We're a little nation, and we could do a hell of a lot better without being a part of this crumbling EU situation. There you go. And I don't know if you'd like to add a bit more to that, Jan.
Well, we've got Merkel who's ruling the roost. Look what she's done to her own country. She has the upper hand in Brussels. They all kowtow to Merkel. She's insane, by the way, because she's now saying, I think we should close the borders. I'm sorry, woman, but it's too late. You vote for the borders will cause so much trouble in Europe, and it will fall into the UK as well. They're now saying that, well, we're getting these Turks with this open policy, but not just the Turks. We're going to get Chechens and we're going to get Ukrainians. Now, you're talking fascists, you're talking people on the side of Islam, then the Ukrainians. They had a big march last week, an anti-Semitic march, celebrating the Holocaust, and there were thousands of Ukrainians there. They are also getting an open door at the same time as the Turks get it. It's the Ukrainians too, and whoever else, but we're going to get all the bad news.
Wow. There's no better reason, in my opinion, to get out of the EU. And if you're listening to this in the UK, and you're asking why is this American saying, get out of the EU to people in the UK, I'll say that I've been saying for my own country that we should get out of the United Nations. It comes down to this, guys. Don't you already have, whoever's listening to this, don't you already have enough people telling you what to do? Shouldn't those people at least live in the same country that you do? That's the point.
They're unelected, Dave. They're unelected. Well, and they're dictating to us.
I'd go along with what Jan said, Dave, that is an insult to the people of this country, that they're unelected and they hold big power strings, don't they, Jan? And to dictate to us, the people of the United Kingdom, that this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Who the hell are they? But we don't even know who they are, do we, Jan? We don't know these people. No. We've seen enough damage being done. We've seen billions and billions of pounds going over to the EU. And what have we got out of it? This is what I'm saying, guys. Anybody's listening to this and you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure, oh, I think we should, don't bloody stay in because it's going to be so bad. You know about things now. You wait, if we stay in, it's going to deteriorate. Things are going to go down the pan very, very quick. Get out.
Take the UK
vote
right
when
down
you've got
with
a chance. Don't stay indoors. Don't say, oh, I'm not going to do nothing. Vote out. Okay, guys?
Yeah, exactly.
If you never vote again in your life, this is a time that you should go to the voting booth and vote out of the EU. I really put my thing on this tonight, the emphasis on how important this is. So we're down to that time of the evening now. We haven't got too much time left. But, Dave, I'm going to ask you your final thoughts for this evening, and then I'm going to pass it to Jan.
The UK is a great country, and you've got enough people telling you what to do. You don't need unelected officials over in Brussels telling you what to do. You know, I know we're going to be hitting this a lot, but it's very important. With that, Jeff, I'm going to turn it back over to you. No surrender, brother.
Dave, thank you so much, brothers. Appreciate it. With that, I want to pass it to our very own Jan Rennie. Jan, your final thoughts of this evening.
Just keep the faith because we're getting there. You know, it might seem that we're getting there slow and so frustrating, but when you look at the Eastern Bloc, how they're moving, it's not going to go all the way. I don't think it's going to go all the way that we envisage with this Islam thing. I think it's going to be nipped in the bud long before that, hopefully.
Yeah, you're like me. I'm a born optimist, Jan. We believe in common sense will prevail, don't we? We do. I know Dave does as well, that in the end, the people will do the right thing for their country and their nation and for their families and that. It's only right.
The English Defense League says no surrender to Islam. And as patriots in the United States of America, we must say with equal determination, no surrender to the elites that have brought our country to the brink of destruction. We can have optimism and a realistic outlook, preparing for the worst and hoping and working for the best. That's it for this time. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for listening, and may your God go with you. Goodbye. The Unpleasant Blind Guy is copyright 2016 Anno Domini.